Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Opinions Matter, and today we are going to do a low light test on our Canon. And for the low light test, I think it will be better if we choose a better lens. So with me I have got a 22 STM lens, and we are going to check autofocusing low light performance on this 22 STM lens. The aperture on this is f2, which means that we should get really good incredible shots. And this is also going to be kind of a review, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to increase the ISO. We are going to keep the aperture 2 as always, and we are going to increase the ISO one by one, and we are going to take some pictures, and after that we'll keep the ISO same, and we are going to see how the aperture performs. So we'll be doing multiple shots, and I will after that voice over this, and after in voiceover I'm going to talk to you about different things that I'm seeing in the pictures, and we are going to talk about that also. Now this I'm shooting with the Canon EOS M50 with the kit lens 15-45, which is an aperture 3.5. Okay, so now I'll be walking towards home. It's already 8 o'clock at night, and we'll be taking some pictures while I walk towards home. So let's the test begin. Alrighty guys, so this is the equipment that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the 22mm on top of the EOS M50. Now this was shot at ISO 100 with shutter speed 1/25. If I crop in at 200%, that's the detail is fine. It's expected. ISO 200, and the detail again is expected as what it's supposed to be. So it's good in details. ISO 400. Now the thing is that when I saw the autofocus was actually on the side, so this was kind of an autofocus fail. But ISO 800 held very good, and I was very happy with the performance of ISO 800. As you can see that it's very much good in details. Also another ISO 800 test, and you can see the details are pretty nice. There's no grains actually right now. ISO 1600, that's where it gets a little bit tricky, and you can see that the M50 is holding pretty good on those details. ISO 1600, and the edges are pretty sharp at 200%. But then again, another fail, just because the lens is not stabilized. If this lens would have been stabilized, a little bit of handshake wouldn't have been noticeable. Now ISO 3200, and I was super impressed in ISO 3200 that, as you can see, at 200% it still holds a lot of detail. This is ISO 12800, and when you crop in, you see that it still holds details. Wow. And this is 25600, and it still holds detail, but here it gets a little bit here and there. I think that is the maximum. 400, ISO 500, ISO 640, increase the ISO to 800, ISO 1600, ISO 2000, ISO 4000, 6400, ISO 8000, and 10,000 ISO, aperture 2.0, 12,800 ISO, and that is the maximum of. Alrighty guys, this is ISO 100. You cannot see me and my aperture is 1/160. I'm going to increase the ISO, so hold on a second. So I'm going to increase the ISO by 100. So this is ISO 200. You cannot see me still. This is ISO 320. Not yet light enough. ISO 400, little bit, but no autofocusing yet. ISO 500, ISO 800, and let me try to focus on my face, and ISO 1600 with a 22, and again not focusing. ISO 2000, and ISO 2500, ISO 4000, and hold on a second. Now it's tracking my face. ISO 4000, I'm getting my face, but you see those rag lines going on. That is just because my shutter speed is 1/160. Now let's go ahead and change ISO to 5000. So that's 5000 ISO, pretty crisp. Aperture is 2, and after that ISO we will be going over and change this ISO to 8000. So this is ISO 8000, and again we are going to change this to ISO 10,000. Still a little bit of rag lines because
I'm holding the camera in that angle, and it's falling over my light and stuff like that. So usually if you hold the camera like this and the light is falling like this way, you're good. But I'm still walking that way, I'm going home, so that's the reason you'll see shades. And then is ISO 12,800, and that's where it ends. ISO 12,800, low light performance. What do you think, guys? I think it's pretty doing an amazing job. It's tracking my face, and it does autofocusing amazing. This is why M50 excels, and that's the reason you guys need to believe in autofocusing. Because in an event like this, you're not allowed to bring big stabilizers or rigs. So I think that's going to be enough. And without further ado, let's jump in, look into some new releases by the company GMC. We got Volkswagen to catch on, then we got the e-cargo to catch on, Tesla, and Audi is also coming up. So if you guys want to stay tuned right now, just we'll be covering up Audi, Tesla, and we are going to do GMC also, so stay tuned. We are going to look into the whole stuff, and we will be giving. Alrighty guys, in a very short video we did test out the differences between the autofocusing system of the EOS M50. I'm using a 22mm STM because that STM lens is non-IS, which means that it is not a stabilized lens at all. So that is the reason I'm using this one. If you are looking to use some sort of lights, do use lights which are like Lume Cube and stuff like that. They're tiny portable lights that you can use, but this is what we did. So for pictures we did ISO increment of hundreds, so 100, 200, then we went 400, 800, 1600, and for videos we went all the way to 12,800, and that's where we stopped. So that's the review of this small lens, which is a 22mm STM lens. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, like, and do subscribe to this channel, because in this channel what we do is that we actually present you honest opinion. We buy our own products, not sponsored. Maybe in the future if I get sponsored, that will be good, because I'll be getting you a lot of variety of stuff. Right now I'm using my own money to buy all these products and present you in the channel. So take care. Do hit the subscribe button down below, and if you have not seen the honest opinion review about the kit lens, do watch the previous video. So take care. See you next time.